Now, if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. And in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an inter-conference contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. On one sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. These guys seeing just how long they can keep this undefeated season going. Along the opposite sideline, that's the head coach of the Browns. This side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out in this postseason. Welcome everybody tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt here as Jake Bates is going to get this started. And we're off on EA Sports. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And the defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up third down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. 3rd and 2, Rodgers. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Let's go now.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing again, Rodgers. Completed over the middle. He hangs on to that football, Brock, for a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They've got first down here from the 36. Now the first carry for Quinn Jenkins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Complete out to the right side. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. First and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Rodgers from the gun. To the end zone, but incomplete. He couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out.
Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. No hesitation.
This is going to be a tough one because we did do it last game. They're going to bring it here.
That's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yeah, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their 5th-year quarterback.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11. Back to throw. Has him on a quick hitter. Got some daylight through the 40. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. The give up the middle to Gibson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11. At the Browns' 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's third down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds him on the crossing line. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
A gain of 15.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And the Steelers first down. A gain of 15.
Back to throw now. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Still sticking with the passing game. He's got a man left. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 4 yards. First down.
Sticking to the air here. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing it again here. This one's caught. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run here. Gibson. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns and their quarterback are ready to take over once again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Rodgers will look to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Browns first down.
At the 40-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, Jenkins. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another one from Jenkins. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers. 3rd down. Now here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the drive here with Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And they just get the play off. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at 1st down here. The give inside to Gibson. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This give to Gibson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
A give on 3rd to Gibson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now on 1st down. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. Now is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. From the right hash, 55 yards out. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort. But it's going to wind up off the mark.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Back out now comes the Browns offense. 1st down throw here by Rogers. Finds his man over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun handoff here for Jenkins. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
From the shotgun, here's Rogers. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns are lining up to punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. To the air now on 1st and 10. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Again to throw on 2nd. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Blown back gets the handoff. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
I'll throw it. Dump off caught by his back. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. The Steelers set to punt it.
Brings up 4th down.
And the downhill charge gets there and touches this one right at the 14. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
It's Judkins on the counter. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. And this will come from just inside his end zone. Picked up at the 38. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. That's him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 6-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down from the 42. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd and long for him here. Connects on the crosser. He has room. It's the 25. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. And with that last throw, a memorable one for him because it gets him to the 3,000-yard plateau for the year. It's a mark every quarterback tries and honestly expects to hit over the course of a regular season. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Bates' kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Return starts at the 3. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far. 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got
our
EA
tour of the
Sports
league
halftime report.
starts now. It starts in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Saints. All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 12 is here. After this weekend, 2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights. And this is Joe Burrow. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And here's the Jags running back. In the first quarter, he's going to make his presence felt quickly. The Jaguars had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills. And this is the running back. He's going to bull his way in from a couple yards away. The Bills get the victory here in a battle of 2 teams with Super Bowl aspirations. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these 2 teams. 10-7 your score. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Harrison.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Steelers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. First down, play action. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of...
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. And it's Carson Swessinger who got over there for the stop. Browns rolling out 6 DBs. Third down. Back now, pressure coming. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space behind those completions outside the pocket.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught by Mitchell, middle of the field. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Browns are in the nickel for this third down call.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now looking to throw. Forced out to his right.
What a great play by the defense. Play breaks down, but that defense stays disciplined. Nobody loses control, and they end up stopping him for a loss.
And hey, at You see how under the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. And he's blocked down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Give, here's Judkins. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
To the air on 3rd and long. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Throwing off the play fake. Catch made by Mitchell. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
False start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Throwing now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Pass play coming here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
He's going to throw this one. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. That is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. This from 40 on the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. In the pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another game to Judkins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
1st and 10.
1st down. Here's Rodgers. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
46-yard line.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
1st and goal, Judkins. He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a coup.
Steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
Set. Coach,
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause.
2-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And an excellent effort there. Sets him up almost at midfield. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Setting up to throw. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. So 1st down from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They're going play action. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Carson Swessinger on the coverage.
They are throwing it again. Caught by his back. Gibson. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 3rd and just 2 to go.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's the Steelers with the ball. They are leading, but not by a lot. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. This a 48-yard look for him. Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
16.
As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it does. Take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. When their last drive did end in points, not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First play is the design run. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Searching. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long. Down before the return gets far. The Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They'll run here on 1st down. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Carson Schlesinger on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Pass play now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could really use a good one here. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Motioning left is their running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Gets it quickly to Douglas. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Browns 1st down.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
To throw is Rodgers. Lee Judkins on the drop down. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. Judkins running between the tackles. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
19. Here we go.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Rodgers will look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Rodgers off the play action. Holiday left side. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's good for our Browns. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the pistol, here's Judkins. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 10-yard line.
Rodgers set to pass. Oh, he lost the football. And he gets his own fumble, so the comeback hopes are still alive, but that clock keeps running.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before anything was good.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on out.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. Throwing now out of the shotgun. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Browns have some...
I knew they were gonna do that. I knew they were gonna fucking do that shit. I knew the AI was gonna know exactly what I'm doing, and I knew they were gonna do exactly that. I knew they were gonna go out like they were covering the flats and then stop the second I hit the button. I knew they were gonna do that. The second I hiked the ball, he went out like he was covering the flat, and then the second I hit the button, he ran back right to the receiver. I fucking knew that was gonna happen.
You gotta deliver, and you gotta.
And the whole fucking time I've been calling, I'm gonna lose this game. This has fucking loss written all over it. Because they have been fucking perfectly fucking like in place all fucking game on defense. All game. They've been in the perfect fucking spot. All fucking game.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Play action here with Rodgers. And he will have them complete.
I knew that was gonna happen. I absolutely fucking knew that was gonna happen.
It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Browns 17. Steelers 16.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Crucial mistake late. It's intercepted.
Yep, the AI knows what I'm doing is the problem. I've been saying it all fucking game. The AI knows exactly what I'm doing. It's impossible to fucking beat an AI when the AI just knows what you're doing. And they go to your routes and they fucking stand there, and your best player can't fucking break open from anybody. Yeah, this had fucking AI forced fucking win written all over it. This whole game.
Here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Let's take this at the 10. Showing a little burst so far. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And after that pick 6 just moments ago, Brock, they now need a touchdown of their own to tie this game up.
Sure does. They need to stem some of that momentum. As quarterback, you just gave that defense. This is where staying in neutral, not too high, not too low, is so very critical.
Back to throw. It's caught left side by Mitchell. He's out in the clear. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And it sets up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Here he is to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. And that gets him to double digits with his 10th reception of the game. They've kept him about as busy as they could all contest. Makes the catch. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling the preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short block route like that.
And it's not over yet, football fans. He scores, and now a 2-point conversion will force overtime.
All right, guys, my son wants to do the 2-point conversion. Let's see what we got.
He's a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning, but this offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking knew that was gonna happen, you know? Knew that was gonna fucking happen. I mean, it's just, you know, when you have plays that take 10 minutes for fake handoffs and fucking AI know what you're doing and no one can get open, it's just, fuck that game. I was completely fucking screwed out of that game. Completely fucked out of that game.